Hi everyone, so I have half an hour spare before my next coaching call, and I thought I'd share this exercise with you because this is an exercise that I did with one of my counselling clients. So because I do coaching and counselling, there's times when I combine coaching and counselling approaches, especially if I feel it will meet the needs of the client. So these are some questions that you can ask yourself, and now you might not need to go to see a coach or a counsellor. You might want to do this exercise yourself, but obviously if you want to get to the root of things and you want to go deeper, then it's always wise to sit down with a professional and really get to the root of what's affecting your confidence and self-esteem. So one of the questions you can consider is, when was the last time you felt 100% confident about yourself? When did you feel good about yourself? There's always going to be times in our lives where we have happy memories where we were really confident. For me, the most confident I've ever felt was probably when I was like 18, which is a long time ago. I was confident because I was becoming an adult. I had a massive 18th birthday party. My friendships were going well. I was on the verge of going on to university. In the next few years, I had my life planned. So I feel I was quite confident then, I just had this sense of wanting to take over the world. Nothing bothered me. I wasn't unhappy, anything like that. So when you connect with the last time you felt confident, the feelings that it brings then can help you to recognize that you can still feel that way again. What were some of the emotions you felt? What was the reasons behind you feeling that confident? So with one of my clients, without talking about client confidentiality, they were feeling good at a period in their life when they were on holiday, and how I worked with the client was to help them to recognize that that feeling and that freedom and that sense of how they were feeling at that time can be transferred into their lives. They don't have to wait till they go on holiday to feel like that again. So another question you might want to ask is, what does a confident you look like? So you can do this by closing your eyes and imagining, what would it be? How you are now might not be confident at all. You might not talk to people, you might blend in, you might just be someone that lacks confidence and has anxiety, panic attacks, that sort of thing. But you need to close your eyes and imagine if you were the most confident ever, if you were this bubbly, bright, vivacious person you've always wanted to be, what would it look like? So what you're doing is a small visualization. You're closing your eyes and you imagine yourself as that person already. This technique has helped me a lot. Before I set up my business, I visualized the premises I'd be working in. I visualized the types of clients, how I would be working with them, how I would feel, how I would be within that room, how I would exchange money, how I would be accepting contracts. I saw myself as a businesswoman, how I would be working. There's so many ways you can do this, but it just helps you then to step into that place where you want to be. You have to imagine it first before it happens. So the third question you can ask yourself is, what are the barriers that are preventing you from acting and feeling confident? You might not have the answer to this, so you might need some prompting, some help from someone to help you get there. But once you know the underlying barriers that are in front of you, then it's easier to work on knocking those barriers down. If you're just working on your confidence and self-esteem blindly, you're just kind of doing the exercises, doing the tasks, but you don't really go underneath and establish what the barriers are, what the underlying causes are, it kind of can become a quick fix. So people can give, anyone can give someone confidence tips. That's not what confidence counselling and confidence coaching is about. It's about proper, real strategies, but it's about looking underneath and getting to the root of things, really. So another question you can ask is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you believe in yourself? And how much do you trust your decisions? And this was a really good exercise I did with my client today, because sometimes when you don't trust your decisions, it's because you're focusing on the past decisions you've made, and because they haven't worked out for you, your belief is that you are rubbish at making decisions. Every decision you make is wrong, and that you lose faith then within yourself. You don't have belief in yourself either. So the important thing is to give yourself a number, but then to actually work towards building trust and belief in yourself, because you are going to be responsible for making decisions about your life. No one else is. So you have to believe in yourself, and you also have to trust your decisions. And the final question I would ask people to consider is, what do you want other people to see that you don't show to them? So when you are wearing a mask, which a lot of people do, or when you are presenting yourself to the world, what do you keep hidden and what do you reveal? Now, this is more about who you are as a person. If you are hiding from showing certain aspects of yourself, and that could be to strangers, to family, to friends, what I would do is, as a coach, is work with you to unlock why. What's the reason behind you holding back? A lot of times for many people, it's because they don't trust how a person is going to respond if they show them different dimensions. But as long as you are showing, wearing a mask, or just showing certain aspects of who you are, but you're hiding other aspects, you're not truly free and you're not really being authentic. Because to really be authentic and to be confident means that you're going to show the world all of you. And if they don't like who you are, if they don't like certain aspects of you, then it's not going to affect you, because it's still you being free and being yourself. So that was just a few questions. How I work with my clients really is, I'll do similar things like this, exercises. I'll also set them tasks. So my client today, I set her a task to improve her confidence. And I gave her a choice of doing 3 different things. She could either go to the cinema by herself, which she's already done. She could travel somewhere by herself, and that's travel abroad, and she's already done that as well. So the only option left was for her to book a meal at a restaurant. So it has to be dinner, it has to be a restaurant, book a table for one, get dressed up, go and eat alone. Now, she found that really scary. And for many people, even any of these options, going to the cinema by yourself, eating alone, or going abroad by yourself, is a massive confidence boosting thing to do. But many people are fearful. I've never done either of those things. And part of the challenge I'm going to set myself is, if I'm going to work with clients on their confidence, I need to also, what's the word called? I need to walk the walk myself. So I'm aiming to do all 3 of those things. I've travelled to different cities and stayed in hotels and B&Bs alone, but I've never travelled abroad. I've never been to the cinema by myself, and I've never eaten in a restaurant alone either. So I'm going to aim to do these things as well. So I hope you found this video useful. You can contact me on all the details below, which I will always leave a description of how to get in touch with me. I provide confidence and self-worth coaching, and that is just to women. But I also provide counselling, and that's to couples and to individuals, and the areas I specialise in are relationships, stress, depression and low self-esteem. So I'll leave all my details below. Please leave your comments, let me know what you think about this video, and I'll see you all again soon. Have a great afternoon. Bye.